do part 2 of my pet peeves now. I'm just gonna flow right into it. I just filmed part 1. Now I'm going to film part 2. We had to take a little break to do some light housekeeping. If you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. And if you're old here, welcome back. Oh geez. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. And if you are old here, go double check. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like. If you like, leave a comment. It could be anything related to the video. Or it could just be a hello. Or it could be a few emojis. Anything as long as it's cool, as long as it's friendly, as long as it's respectful. Hit that notification bell. And as always, I will link my tip jars in the description. No pressure whatsoever, but all donations are very much appreciated. And that's what allows me to continue to make content. So, I'll just preface this video like I did last. Mauve ASMR just did a pet peeves video, and as she was watching it, I was like, I gotta pull out my notes because it made me think of my own pet peeves. So if you don't already, I'm sure you do, but if you don't already follow Mauve ASMR, M-A-U-V-E, Mauve, like the color mauve, go follow her and watch her pet peeves video too. The first one I have on here is witnessing, whether I'm the recipient or somebody else that I just witnessing it, period. Somebody use a joke, but it's disrespect. And I know the difference. So there's one thing, you're like, sometimes like siblings, we tease each other or friends do it. But when a line's been crossed. And I don't like bearing witness to it. When somebody just went below the belt unnecessarily or they took it way too far. I'm like, whoa. What was it? I was watching a video a long time ago about this subject, and it was saying like phrases you should use if you feel like that happened to you. And the one that stuck with me is being like, whoa, is this about something else? Or wow, you're getting really passionate here. What's really going on? Or the good old, are you okay? Alright, what else do we got for you? Oh my god, this one kills me. Trying to have a conversation with somebody that seemingly does nothing. You try to talk about, TV. Have you watched any cool shows lately? No, I don't watch TV. So what kind of music do you listen to? I don't really listen to music. Oh, okay. So what do I have on here? Like, do you watch sports? Because sometimes it's like, oh, okay, maybe this person's just really into like a sport, and that's like everything. They put their all into it, and they watch ESPN or something. No. Like, how many things am I gonna throw out there just to try to have a conversation because we're stuck together, Like, and granted, you don't have to have I'm saying, like, in a situation where you kind of have to talk, like at work or something. With me, I'm stuck with my clients, for better or worse, for about 2 hours at a time. 1 hour to 2 hours at a time, depending on what's going on. Like, okay, how many things am I gonna try? Try to talk about their job a little bit. Sometimes they don't really have much to say about that. I don't want to just talk about myself. how am I supposed to just keep talking about myself for 2 hours? That's uncomfortable. Definitely don't want to talk about the news or anything. But I start thinking okay, are you taking any trips this summer, or are you just sticking around here? No, just sticking around here. You would think that would start a conversation of like, why? No, I'm not taking any trips. I'm just sticking around here. I'm gonna, I have dogs. Oh, you have dogs. Okay. What other names? What kind are they? How old are they? Like, you would think it would just kind of like lead into something. And there are people where it doesn't. And trust me, I'm neurodivergent, so I understand awkwardness, but sometimes I'm just like thinking, well, what does this person do? In my head, I'm picturing them like going home and getting in a chair and staring at the wall. What are they doing? I don't get it, and it makes it tough. Like, what are you, some kind of spy and you can't tell me anything? Even then, you'd have a fake background story. Did you ever watch The Americans? Aha, this one kills me. I'm gonna use the example of my fiance. Because he does this. He doesn't know he's doing it. We're working on it. I will share a piece of information several times, and then when my fiance hears it from somebody else, he'll think it's brand new information. I'm like, no, I already told you that. I already said that. I said that. That's what I said. That's what I said was going to be the problem, or that's what I said. That's what I suggested we do. I already suggested we do that. So, I'll give you a recent example. On the 4th of July, we were trying to figure out where we wanted to go watch fireworks. It didn't matter anyways, because my toddler could not handle the fireworks, so we just turned around. But I will tell you that throughout the day, as we're getting ready, and we're like, where are we going to watch these fireworks? I said at least 3 times, I suggested this place called Lookout. Whatever, I'm just gonna stop saying stuff. You figure it out. So we get in the car and we're going, and he's like, yeah, my buddy Ryan said we should try to find this place called Lookout. Your buddy Ryan, huh? I said that. I said it a lot of times. He doesn't even realize he's doing it, so like, I'm going to start writing stuff down. Because I'm like, bruh. There's been several times where I'm like, uh-oh. Because I'm the canary in the mine. I'll do a whole video on this. Because I was talking about this with a bunch of my neurodivergent friends. If you have the luxury and the pain in the butt of living with somebody or having like a close person in your life that has sensory issues, they're sensitive to a lot of things, they are your canary in the mine. Like, I can tell, one of the things we talked about was like, I can hear this light bulb, like a light bulb, like this one's about to go out. We should probably pick up some light bulbs. But then when it comes time and the light bulbs are out, people act like it's whoa, wow. I can't believe this light bulb went out. I already said that. I said that a week ago. This light bulb was sounding a little loud. And I realized when I clicked it, it took a little bit of, just a little extra millisecond for it to go on. Like, I knew this. I can hear it. It's just, we're sensitive. We're very sensitive. And it sucks to live like that, but the only thing that makes it way worse is when you didn't listen to us and we told you. So yeah, everything's getting written down and signed off on. I know, I'm not perfect either. Bills are my pet peeve. The end. I don't really know what I'm paying for. It all seems silly. App notifications being sent to my email. I already have the app. When I open up the app, I'm going to see my notifications. Do you guys know that the last time I got into my emails to really do a deep clean, there was 56,000 emails. I'm not proud of this. There's something about the email box that I just can't handle, and this is it. You don't need to send me every time something on Mercari that I liked goes on a price. You don't. I'll see that when I open up the app. Another one that's kind of similar is Facebook will give you notifications about nothing that's relevant to you. It'll be like, oh, Tommy commented on Amanda's post. I haven't even commented on Amanda's post. Why do I need to know that Tommy commented on Amanda's post? What are you guys doing? I'm not a nosy person. I don't need to know that Tommy commented on Amanda's post. That's between Tommy and Amanda. Okay. No, I really don't do this anymore because I don't hang out with people for very long. But I don't like hanging out with people, spending the day with people, vacationing with people that are never hungry or tired. Like, after a few hours after we eat, I'm starting to think about what we're going to eat again. And I have to feel like a pig. I'll be like, oh, so are you hungry? Like, it's been 4 hours. Like, what are we going to do? Oh, no. Like, okay, well, I have to figure this out. So, and then I feel like we're never going to be synced up on meal times. And then people that don't get tired too, because they'll keep going, and you're like, okay, can we stop talking now? So I can get some sleep. Like, how are you not ever hungry or tired? I've had friends that just seemingly never really sleep, and they'll be on their phone the entire night. I'm like, this isn't healthy. You should let your doctor know that you're getting 2 hours of sleep a night. And here's me. If I miss a meal or don't get enough sleep, I'm a freaking wreck. A wreck. And I've said this before, I even have to lay down in the middle of the day. So typically I have to sleep. We get into bed. We like to get into bed. And we're co-sleepers too. So we get into bed. And I will pull out my laptop and put my headphones in. And then the baby and my fiance will watch like kids stuff on YouTube or Bluey or something. We enjoy that time. We're not really interacting with each other. We're just like, it's pre-bed, it's pre-sleep. It's just a quiet hour in the bed. So we'll do that at like 9. We end up falling asleep around 10. I get up to film at like sometimes 4:30, sometimes 5. And then I need to nap. It's almost like a couple days a week I can get away with it, but which is why I have a weird work schedule. I can stay up for 2 days in a row without napping, and not even, like, I'm not doing well that second day. I've been like this since high school. Some people call it chronic fatigue. I don't really care what you call it because I don't subscribe to normal standards. But I have to lay down from like 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or something. And of that time, I will watch ASMR for 20 minutes and nod off for 40 minutes. And then I wake up and I get my second day in one day. I perform best the first 4 hours after I wake up, right? If I don't get a nap, that day is so much less productive than the days that I do get a nap. So like if I get up at 5, say I get up at 5, I'm running hard, I'm getting stuff done. I can do 8 hours of work in 4 hours. Which probably contributes to me being tired, but this is how I work. And then I start to wind down. I get my second nap. And then I'm a bit of a powerhouse again for like at least 2 hours. That's how my body runs. I think that society has made a lot of people less healthy than they would be if they like just listened to their own rhythms, you know? Because everybody's is so different. And I think we can get so much more work done if we listen to our own rhythms. And like plug things in around your rhythm. Like I have a friend coming to visit from out of town soon. Not really far out of town, but I was like, okay, she wants to do a few things, and I said, okay, can't wait to see you, but you gotta pick whether we're doing a morning together or like a late afternoon together, because I don't do the whole day. Not to be rude, but I want to give you the best of me. So we're either gonna do like a 8 a.m. to noon thing, or we can do like a 4 p.m. to 8 thing. You pick. When it's it's a child's birthday, or it's somebody's friend's birthday or something, and you can tell that they gathered a bunch of pictures to make it more about themselves than the person whose birthday it was. I've really seen this a lot at graduations. It's like, ew, this feels ratchet. Like somebody will, if it's your kid's graduation, that's the star of the show, the kid. And yeah, you should take pictures with the kid. But I have seen mostly moms. I think this is mostly moms, not dads for some reason. Get like dressed in club outfits. Straight up club outfits for their kids' graduation. And then pose in like club poses. Like, this is weird. Like, why are you the star of the show? And I get it. It's not easy getting a kid to graduation. All the way to you did a lot. But it's still not your day, and it's still not the club. There's a time and a place for that, ma'am. A time and a place. Alright, this one. This kills me. A friend that I'm not friends with used to do this all the time. Whew, that friend was she was so insufferable. But now I have a new person doing it, and she's also insufferable. She's not my friend. She's just an acquaintance. Vague booking. I say this because I think it tends to happen on Facebook most. I don't want to have Facebook. I have to have Facebook for work. My client base is the big chunk of my client base is 30 to 60. There's no getting off Facebook. I have to have my business stuff on there. But anyways, what is vague booking? Vague booking is making a status that says something like, guys, I'm going through a lot and I can't talk about it right now. Okay, that's one thing. One status like that is enough. Alright, man, I feel for you. maybe I'll type, reach out if you need to, or thinking about you, or hang in there. I can see something like that. Like maybe you're going through some health things, you're like I just did with my mammogram, and you're like, oh man, this is a tough week. This is a tough month. I don't know, future looking a little, I don't know. But it's usually not that. And it's when it gets incessant. So it's like for days, they're on there several times a day saying like, I wish I could tell you what's going on, or oh, I can't wait to tell you guys what's going on. Like you just keep doing it. And then you see all these comments rolling in, and it's just like, oh, that's why you're getting so much attention right now. And I know their inboxes are blowing up, like, do you want to talk? Like, no, I'm not taking that bait. I'm not taking that bait. Like this person that's doing it right now did it over the course of like a month, and it ended up being a breakup, like, okay, is this your first breakup? Because you're in your 40s. And as long as I've had you on Facebook, you've had several relationships. So like, girl, it's time to woman up here. Or get therapy, like, but to just vague book about it for a month and make people like, it's like you want a soap opera. And you can tell, these people do it with other stuff too. Like it's the same people all the time. But you made, by the time the month is over and you made 60 statuses, vague statuses, like, this is the worst time of my life. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. Everything is happening all at once, but not saying anything. It's just all these vague booking all day, every day. And then it's like, okay, I can tell you guys now, I'm going through a breakup. No, you were going through a breakup. It wasn't a marriage. You were going through a breakup last month. You're not still going through a breakup. A breakup requires a couple statuses. Okay, they're broke up. It doesn't require 60 statuses. I actually don't want to like out the person. Oh, my stomach's growling. So I'll do that on my Patreon because it's a whole shit show. It's a whole shit show. Obviously, I'm not going to say who it is, but I will tell this story time on my Patreon, which it's not launched yet. It's just something that I'm like making videos for when I do start a Patreon. Because everything you put on YouTube is available to everybody, including people you know, including people who don't like you, including people you don't like, including exes, me and you, your mama and your cousin too, everybody. So some story times you can't really put out there for the whole world. But even on Patreon, like, I wouldn't say who it was. I'd make up a name, just out of respect. Anyways, if you are still there, I hope that you have a good rest of your day, rest of your evening, and